is a work truck, even though I literally only use it as a commuter. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new series I'm starting called Regular Car Redos, where I take a concept, an existing car, or just an idea, and either run with it or make it what it should be. Today we're going to talk about America. I'm going to make the most American car possible today. Think of this not as a regular car, but the concept of the regular car. When you think of Americans, what do you imagine them driving? Well, it's usually a big, fat, honking SUV with a weak little engine that somehow gets horrible gas mileage, handles like garbage, but somehow is more utilitarian than a barge on wheels and more comfortable than an evening in a presidential suite at your local five-star. So here we're going to go try and make that. So obviously, not coupe, nope. Sports car, nope. Hatches, no. We want a big old SUV. So let's go find an appropriate body. Now, the average American, if you've ever watched any daytime television news, it would seem the average American seems to be about 65 years old. So it's 2019 now, doing some backtracking math. Yeah, it's about 1960s era. Their tastes are going to be the 60s. So let's do a body from the 60s. We're advantage. How about one of these guys? Kind of reminds me of like a 90s Explorer, but stretched out and kind of looks like a school bus in a weird way. Yeah, let's just roll with this. This will be a frame on which we'll build our everyman's car slash big old Merkin SUV. Now most Merkins, they don't want no aluminum, they don't want no plastic or stuff. They want good old fashioned steel, so they can really feel the weight around and makes them feel like a big man driving a big car. So we're going to do straight up steel. We're going to want a straight up ladder chassis. And the eyes of them old Merkins, no unibody will do. We don't want something that will be totaled if you get in one tiny fender bender or ram 6 or 7 other cars out of the way because you're 2 seconds late for McDonald's. So we're going to want a ladder chassis, make it nice and durable. Of course, once again, we're going to make it out of steel. We're a Merkin company here, so we're going to want no galvanization or corrosion resistance. We want this stuff to rust. Planned obsolescence, got to force them to buy a new car like every 5 years or so. Let's just do a traditional transverse engine placement. Most people want front-wheel drive, or even if they do want all-wheel drive, 9 times out of 10, the all-wheel drive they pick is really just front-wheel drive with a lazily thrown on drive shaft running the wheels and an on-demand system. That should be my catchphrase, on-demand system. Alright, so front transverse. Do we want this to make sense? We could do Douglas front suspension, make this nice. No, we're talking America here. Straight up leaf springs everywhere, all around, all the time. If quality American, so it's got to be garbage. Hell engine. So I think when people think of a good old American car or SUV, it seems Americans really want 3 things in their car. Number one, and most important, the physical size. I think everything here is supersized to the max. So to need that physical size, you're going to need a big old engine to carry it around, right? Well, there's 2 other things Americans like to look for in their big old SUVs. And that, of course, is comfort and refinement. The average 65-year-old may have some cranky joints, so it's got to be tall. Like their SUV got to be tall so they can get into it without hurting their joints or anything. And it's got to be inoffensive, but also powerful enough so that they can do all that towing that they claim they do, but really don't. It's just an excuse for them to have a big old SUV. So we're going to give them something with enough power that makes them think they could tow if they want to. It could go off-road if the driver wanted to, but never will, but is mainly just inoffensive, and of course gets just garbage gas mileage, because the more fuel you burn, the more manly you are, So I think the more cylinders is more refinements, depending on if it's cross plane or flat plane and how you balance it. So I think we should go for I think you should go for a V12. Have a low revving V12 instead of having like a high revving V6 going to like 6,000 RPM. Let's have like a V12 that revs to like 3,000, so it's the same amount of combustion events. But because it's a lower piston speed, there will be less vibration, so it will be like smoother. And because it's a larger engine, it's more moving parts, it will get worse gas mileage. So the crappier the gas mileage, the better. Now, like I said, America, the cast iron. And you know what? SUVs like to roll. People like SUVs that roll and are just dangerous and crap and awful in every conceivable way. So let's make this thing just horrendously unbalanced. We got a big old engine in front, so I can make this as unbalanced as possible. How about we make it a tall engine? So to do that, we're going to need biggest stroke possible, smallest bore possible. Let's see if we can get the height maximized in here. You know what? I don't. I want to get this engine taller. No, sorry. I think we're just gonna have to go to an inline six. Let's see what happens. Apparently, for some reason, bore has more of an impact than stroke. Let's go back to a four-cylinder. Yeah, that's a four-cylinder. Yeah, that's good on gas. Now, what am I talking about? It's an American SUV. It's going to be a 60-degree V6. That's what they all have, pretty much 3.5 liter most of the time. Let's see what's the biggest we can make this while maxing out in the height direction. Heck with it, 5.4 liters. That's around what like an old SVO Mustang would run from like the early 2000s. And we're 80%, 87% of our height here, so this should make our vehicle nice and unbalanced and roll it crazy. Now this car's from America, right? Ain't no replacement for displacement. What the heck, dual overhead cams, that will make it needlessly expensive, therefore better in the eyes of Americans. What the heck, dual overhead cams, that will make it needlessly expensive, therefore better in the eyes of Americans. Ooh, now we can change the engine displacement too, as fill factor. 6.4, what the heck. At this point, we really might as well just be putting an LS in this thing, but no, it's a V6. Just a V6. From the depths of hell, that is. Anyways, I digress. How many barrels per cylinder we want? You see, this is an American car. People really only care about the low end. We don't need no VTEC or 4 valves a cylinder. This car will never crack 2100 RPM. It's just going to be used by some grandma who goes to church and tries to kill as many dolphins, polar bears as possible via burning gas. Just simple 2-valve cast iron. No VBL, no nothing. High maintenance cost is pretty American in my opinion. Now, with an engine this size, we really want to use forged internals, but, you know, that's effort. Frying pan just made a cast iron, so cast iron's the most American there is. Let's just use cast iron. Conrad's heavy duty. Oh, we gotta be past though. Heavy duty everything. This is a work truck, even though I literally only use it as a commuter. That's it. Let's make the engine like infinite quality. There we go. Compression. It's an American car, so it's got to be durable, even though it's planned obsolescence. It's got to blow up in 5 years. So let's use a low compression engine to give our American consumers the illusion of built tough. This thing don't make them like they used to. This thing will last a long time. Big old cast iron block, big old low compression engine, no mind, big old Now cam profile. Race, actually, no. Well, race is quite a big issue in America at the moment, especially in the political sphere. We don't want it in our car, you know. We're a conservative industry. We don't want to bring up issues that are hot topics. So we want to stay on the lowdown, you know. We want all our low-end power. We want this thing to basically produce 1,000,000 torque at 1 RPM and redline RPM in the ideal world. That's not possible. So just get real low cam now I mean. Quality, pretty, not pretty high quality. We want our engines to last forever because we're American, but we want the whole rest of the car just to fall apart around it to be replaced in 5 years. That's the way these things are meant. Naturally, aspirated is the way to go in these, honestly. And our fuel system here, you know what? I would put on a quad barrel carburetor. Yeah. Actually, no, or put on a tricarb. I have 2 4-barrels. Let's just, yeah, we want our SUV to be quiet, standard. And then what fuel should we burn? Obviously regular unleaded. Fuel mixture, super rich. We gotta be as inefficient as physically possible. That way you feel like a proper American, but you also got advanced ignition timing quite a lot, so you can try to make some semblance of power out of this ungodly monstrosity we're constructing here. Now, what I was thinking about, I might raise the compression, since we have such a dang old high fuel mixture. Yeah, high compression, like 12 to 1. We don't want this engine to just blow up on the test stand, or worse, not even run. So we're just going to run a stupid rich fuel mixture with really advanced ignition timing, high compression. Those things should even out, like decompression and all that. I don't actually have a graph in front of me to test this thing. It won't tell me what this engine will be like, but I'm hoping this will be like a low-end torque powerhouse without much power. Like a big old classic stereotypical American car. Now for our RPM limit. It seems 6,500 is what frickin' everything redlines at, but we're Americans here. We're driving an SUV and we're a 65-year-old man. To be honest here, when the Sam heck is the heck ever going to break 2,100 RPM? You know what, heck, no, maybe 3,600. That seems like a nice even number. That's what the U.S. electricity system runs at, 60 hertz. That's what lawnmower engines are standing. So when you redline this thing, I want it to remind you of, like, that time your grandpa first let you start up his big old 4-stroke chainsaw, or maybe run his pressure washer, lawnmower, or something like this. Bring back sweet, good old American memories of unpaid manual labor, aka chores from your childhood. Yeah. Now for our headers. Now we want this thing to be quiet, but also have the other SUV characteristics of needlessly expensive and luxurious and complicated. So let's use like straight up just racing headers, but give it like a really nice high quality exhaust, so it's nice and quiet. Let's give it a big old exhaust. Kind of make it as quiet as possible. Like, this thing has to be so quiet that you'll swear to God, oh, we're full. You gotta make this thing so quiet, it feels like an electric car to most people who can't use race tubes that fills everything up horrendously, apparently. See, is there any way around the... Oh yeah, maybe if we do single no. That does not help in the slightest. Nope. Let's just do pass. Dual exhaust. So fancy. 200 millimeters. See, a millimeter is like 3 feet. Like, that's like almost. It's like shy of a foot diameter exhaust here. Like, if you think those like rice or fart cans are bad, you haven't seen nothing. This will be crazy. Oh my god. So we're going to want the most dampening muffler possible, so it can be as quiet as possible. And maybe you don't need such a big muffler. 69. I like that. Let's do 2 mufflers, and let's see what is geez. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Bum, boo, doo, ba, bum, bum, bum. Ba-la-la-la. And make it high quality. Engine is underpowered because the engine is able to run through AFR being too rich. Oh no, we're somehow too rich of a mixture here. I've never thought that would be possible. Maybe if we just make the compression just as high can possibly be. Raise this a teensy weensy little bit. Still too high. Shame. Lower this a little bit. Oh, we have 2 horsepower. That's probably because I had too much compression. Let's lower this. How do I turn this off? I don't want to be looking at this. I don't want this to tell me. You know what the heck? We go back a panel. Is there any way I can minimize this? I think so. What's this? Oh, crap. Ah, here we are. I believe so. I was trying to do there was minimize the dyno because I didn't want to just look at the dynographs engineer thing. I want it to be like a true my attempt just designing this on the fly, basically, you know? Oh boy. Yeah, here we are back at the engine. I don't think it's possible, so I'm just going to roll with this. I guess I have to look at the thing. Sorry, folks. Once again, back to good old low compression, maybe like 8.5 to 1, because America. Let's see how much power we can get out of this horrendous, awful of bad. Maybe 40. Now we don't have low-end performance, so low to normal cam profile. Naturally aspirated. Lean out the mixture just a bit. Oh, whoa, that's power. That is power. A lot of power. Alright, let's see what it sounds like on the dyno. Let's see here. Nani? There we go. That sounds more like something that sounds like things. Alright, so here's our little engine right here. Little. Huh. I like it. It sounds so diesel-y. Like, do you hear that? Just listen to it rumble. I'm gonna let this just go for a while. Listen to that. It's so diesel-y. Ah, it sounds like an old Mercedes, but apparently now our engine bay is too full. Let's figure out what made that happen. Probably me being stupid. What can I change to make this better? What can I change to make it run? Maybe if we make it smaller, less things will go wrong. Yay! It fits.
Warning, the engine bay is quite full, resulting in a service cost. Oh no!
Wait, no, we're the dealership. We're excited about that. We can make money. Just offer like the worst warranty possible. If your car breaks down, not only will we not cover your repairs, we will charge you money. We will fine you for the disservice and slander of our product by claiming that it not running counts as being broken. Let's get the power figures on this bad boy. Oh. Ooh, I like how it has like that Mercedes-ishness in the sound. Right now, time for the body. In like old Chevys and Fords, you know this body is just going to have garbage quality. Just set this all the way down, less than 0. If I had to describe the amount of value this car have, it would have less than 0. So negative 15 body quality. It's American, so we gotta see if we can get this in either beige, silver, or white. That's what everyone seems to want for like their old people colors. Let's see, do they just have a beige in here? Like anything? Come on, throw me a bone here. Ugh. If we're gonna do a custom color, ooh, there is apparently modify. Is this? I'm actually very colorblind, so this might not be beige. Let's just do something I can see, which is I can't see. This looks kind of beige, fresh pukey. I don't know. Nah. Oh, what the heck? Let's just make this. Yeah, it's got that kind of like old Ford Explorer color slash puke barf right there. Yeah. What does Carl do? Of course, we're gonna make it super shiny and pretty. Yeah. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. I'm gonna name this paint. This paint shall be named Indigestion. Indigestion? How about Old Farts? Sounds like a fitting title. Oh, I somehow did a stupid there. Save. Now, how do I pick this color? Yes. Now I go back. Oh, there it is. Kind of, it looks so nasty in the paint palette, but it looks well executed here. I very enjoy. I think they have like something that looks like Morgan. What? Waluigi. Ooh, I like these. Oh, I don't like them. I just like how they would possibly go for this. Yeah, let's do it straight up. This isn't even like a grill. We just took a freaking radiator out of an apartment complex, detached the heater and stuff, and stuck it on your car. Who cares? We don't. Just put. Ooh, favorite mist. Oh, we have to have the biggest mirrors possible. Because, older gentlemen may have some issues with, like, their joints and arthritis. Probably can't, like, do a 360, like, the full owl, dislocate your neck thing, like us young folk can. We just have the biggest mirror, just physically imaginable. Why are you, why are you facing the wrong way? Stop. How about you stop that? Stop. What are you even? What? Oh, there. There we go. There's big old mirrors to ruin our aerodynamics even worse. Yeah, like tow mirrors. Let's just turn this to a brodozer. Like a big old pickup truck. Yeah, this will be really useful for all that towing. You'll tell yourself you do, but won't ever. Ah, yes. I like. There we go. Now we need a fuel cap. Actually, no, we need a bunch of fuel caps so that we can't just have one gas tank. We have to have several for all the gas this thing will burn. You gotta have one on the side. You gotta have one in the back so that it looks like it might also be a manufacturer emblem. It's really just your secondary fuel tank is trunk. You don't actually use this SUV for hauling stuff. It's just for looks. And then you'll have a tertiary fuel tank where the seats should go. Who needs passengers? Just you. This thing's gonna have like 3 fuel tanks in it. It's gonna be fab. Favorite mist? We already did that. Fuel cap. Door handle. What looks most American? This does. Yeah. Don't want to put all the way up there. We're gonna give it like the most leverage to help an older person pull this. So maybe they shrunk a little because they're old, so it should be like, nah, it's gonna be high up. Stupid. Yes. Just on the window. Only one door handle. One set. You're not going to drive anyone but you in this, let's be real. And of course, a number plate. Oh my god. Yes. 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 And how about like one of those weird, I'm kind of an antenna, but not really, like vortex generator looking things there. You see those a lot. Yeah, real nice. Of course, we should have a baby dish. Something nice and American. What reminds me of America about these? King, because we are kings of. Actually, no, kings aren't American. Ooh, how about this vaguely religious looking thing? Because we like Jeebus. And we'll put it up on top so Jeebus can see how much we appreciate him being Jeebus. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's right. That's the stuff of legends, of dreams. Now onward. Alright, we gotta make it 4x4. Of course, automatic. Americans don't drive manual. 3 speed. Maximum speed, nothing. Spacing, lots. Differentials. I think it should be locking. And just have them locked all the time. Because, you know, why have a diff when you could just have a locker that's locked all the time and just replace your tires constantly? Oh boy. Quality garbage. Now we're in the part. This is the rest of the part of the car that's supposed to fall apart because it's murking. My radial tires, my radial tires. They use chunky off-road, big wheels, big everything, just big. Yeah. But no, we don't want to actually be useful. We have to have giant rims because rims is stylish. We don't want to actually off-road in this. We just want to give the appearance we do. So just have like 24-inch rims. Who cares? Maybe a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Nice and stupid. Yeah. Maybe less offset. Maybe more offset actually. Good enough for me. Steel, no one cares. Merkin, we don't care about looking nice. Well, actually we do, so. Magnesium, I think the quality is just terrible. Of course we're going to use drum brakes. We don't care about safety or performance. Yikes. Big as possible so you can just have more brake to replace and have it be expensive for our maintenance. Comfort to them. Straight up front. This is going to pretend like it's front wheel. Crap, just garbage quality. No under tray, that costs money. No arrow, that costs money. Brake airflow 3. You get 3. You old people don't drive fast enough. You need the brake. Quality, garbage. Seats. Americans like as many seats as possible. So, because they don't want something that's fun to drive, not something you can throw little runs in. 9 paper will fit in here. It's going to be like maximum luxury, everything. Like just the greatest possible luxury item, but making just have all the most luxurious features possible, but do terrible in execution. That's the American way. So we're going to make the quality bad here. Power steering has got to be hydraulic, got to be super over boosted, so maybe +3 quality. Gotta have 60 safety, so none, and make it garbage. And standard springs, just set everything to maximize comfort. Just retarded high ride height with really good quality. Yeah. see who will buy this piece of crap. Drivability. Garbage. Sportiness. Well, what? Comfort. I don't know if that's good or bad. 17. Prestige. They're not very prestigious either. We're not safe. We're halfway practical. Somewhat utilitarian. So basically this car is garbage at everything, weighs a lot, is huge, and basically it's just huge, weighs a lot, is crap, is at everything. So I think we did well, my friends. I think we did very well at making this a very American automobile. Let's see how she runs. Wait, what's this? I don't care. Sever issues with whale spin. It wants to spin its whales. Let's go to the test track. Let's see how it does. Now keep in mind, this thing only runs up to 3,600 RPM. So it's going to be really tracky. Oh, look at that. Look at those G's. Jesus. Oh, it's squealing. It's squealing bad. Well then. Now let's fast forward here. I'm bored already. How do I do that? Prime side speed. What's this button do? Oh, it gave us our performance stats. Maximum speed, less than 60. 0 to 60 time, incalculable. Wow. Ooh, it's got, geez. It rolls a lot. It brakes, okay, surprisingly. Brake fades, though, probably because I gave it 3 cooling. That sounds a little down. Ooh, it's nice and heavy. Not as heavy as I'd like, but there you go, our big fat Merca mobile. Let's see what other stats. 6.7 miles a gallon. Let's see if anyone would buy this thing. Americans. None. Well, let's see. It costs 50 large. Right. Let's see if what's this? What's this? Oh. Let's see if we can like go to another country somehow. Yeah, let's go there. No, I don't want to compare countries. I want to go to another country. It changed the way this game is set up, and now it's confussing, and I don't like it. Oi. There. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bottom. Bottom. Ba da ba da. Na 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 bam bam. Bottom. Bottom. Bam 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 bam. Let's see how it does in our country. Not many people want to buy it there either. Try another country. Let's try another country. Ruinia. Ooh, nobody likes it. Ruinia. That place. Nobody wants it here either. It's sad. Gas me up. God. Why? Alright, let's just see if anyone wants it anywhere. Oh. There's a 6% chance people would consider this a muscle car. Well, there you go. Made a big old American SUV. I made a big old American SUV. And here's the final look take a gander at this bad boy. Ain't she pretty? Mike Jeebus thinks she's pretty. Ooh, my favorite pastime. All those gas tanks, all those crowbars. Here's them stats! 189 horsepower at 3600 rhythms. Red line, 3600 rhythms.
Cast iron 6.1 liter V6.
Why? This has been regular car redos, stupid American consumerist SUV that sucks at everything. Hope you enjoy. Be sure to look down in the comments, give me suggestions on what to do for next time. Do you have a specific car you want me to torture to death, something to redo? If you want me to see me actually drive this thing, then you should totally give me money so that I can buy BeamNG.drive. Anywho, see you later. Bye.